Yo, what's happening? What's happening, ladies and gentlemen? How you doing? Hope you have a great and amazing day. Since both of you having a great and amazing day, we are back again with another great, amazing Android material. For some of you guys, if you don't know about that, this it might be our first live stream. To be honest, it might be a little bit kind of different because of my setup. A bit, it's a mess, but anyways, it's gonna be a mashup greatly throughout Android Material U. So as some of you guys can see, Android Material U, it's actually a new kind of user interface by Google throughout Android, and it's going to be launching through Android 12, and we're going to see today what's up with that. Let's go just a little bit in deep and see what's happening. So we're going to just check out throughout this kind of website, and we're going to just see about a little bit like a keynote throughout Google what they had. So enough of me talking. Let us just dive in and check it out what's happening. So something which is so great about this kind of material it's all about that it tells you today IO, which IO it was already past. It's like 2 weeks past. So today IO we unveiled Material U, a radical new way to think about design. Material U will transform design for Android, for Google, and for the entire tech industry. Over the coming month, we plan to share more details about Material U and how it's shaping everything. So I think Material U comes throughout Android material design. If you remember in 2014, when whereby not when but whereby Google announced that they're launching Android material design. To be honest, I was so hyped about that. And another kind of stuff, which is so it was so kind of great thing. It was a lot. It was all about um, material design launching throughout Android Lollipop. You see, the thing about Android Lollipop, it's a great kind of Android from KitKat to Android 5.0, which is Lollipop. It was so much enhanced throughout design, and it was so much flexible throughout material. We get to see how much shadows works perfectly, and it created some kind of like emotion. It was really kind of impressive. But right now we are seeing material embraces emotion and expressiveness. Let's see how does it do. Does it do it perfectly, or it's a little bit kind of um one UI-ish? Because as my perspective from the Android 12, it's all about one UI-ish, to be honest. If it's one UI-ish, well, there's quite difference throughout what's happening. But as some of you more enhanced throughout design, and it's really kind of more enhanced throughout colors, because the material design it's all about shadow casting and different colors throughout this kind of material which it's really kind of impressive. Now, as you can see on this kind of video, it's really kind of great that you get to see how much material works, material it is. You can see it's just flashing out changes throughout different shapes, and it's really impressive. Now, let us just continue here. When we introduced material design in 2014, our vision was to help make the technology simple, beautiful for everyone, and to rationalize experience across mobile and the web. If you remember on 2014, I'll take you back to 2014. 2014 material design Android 5.0. I want you guys to see the difference. I want you guys to feel it and see what's happening. If you remember, was what Google is trying to say. It's all about how much material design it's more enhanced throughout mobile, throughout tablets, throughout even web, which it's really kind of impressive, to be honest. And web, I'm talking about Chrome OS, whereby the way Chrome uses the apps, because right now Chrome has a Google Play Store, and the way it works, it's really kind of seamless, and it's really kind of impressive. Now, as you can see, guys, throughout here, the material design, this is the material design for the Android 5.0 Lollipop. If you remember, it's a really kind of great thing throughout this kind of 5.0 Lollipop, and it's really kind of impressive because we get to see how much shadows, casting, and a lot of things here going on, which it's impressive. Another kind of stuff, it's all about the way it's being shaped. To be honest, like was the Android 5.0 lollipop play store, how it looks like compared to right now, how much it has been redesigned. It's really all about shaping rounded corners as broadening computing continues to grow, with more screens appearing in more areas of our lives. Also, users are demanding more expressiveness and control over their personal devices. They are seeking experience that are more than just practical and functional experience, also evoke emotion. So, what does that mean? Because you might be saying I'm just reading like a paragraph narrating for you guys like a story, but this is how the Android 12 it is, to be honest. So user interface, always like a user for the first time he's using, well, there must be a UX. That means it's a user experience. Talking about user experience is how much you're getting used to a certain app or a certain software or even a certain thing on your phone, especially when it comes to the great and amazing kind of fluidity user interface. If it's more fluidity and interactive, well, it may be enhancing and embraces some greatness throughout the user interface. But what if it's a little bit kind of tragic and it's boring? Like, I give you a terminal. Terminal right now, you're using it for executing a lot of your stuff. To be honest, you're gonna hate it because at first glance, terminal, it won't be seen to be so great. It might be seen to be a little bit more tragic because terminal does not have a user interface. It's just a command line. It's a little bit tragic. Now, another kind of stuff, it says designers across Google from hardware and Android and app teams came together to respond to this challenge, asking themselves, what if form did not just follow function but also followed feeling, user experience? Yeah. Material you explores a more humanistic approach to design. I like that, humanistic approach to design, one that celebrates the tension between design sensibility and personal preference, and does not shy away from emotion without compromising the functional foundation of our apps. Material use seeks to create design that are personal for every style, accessible for every need, alive and adaptive for every screen, which is really kind of impressive. Personal for every style. Let's see on this kind of video what's happening here on this kind of video. Let's play. It's a bit loading, so you might be forgive me too because comments won't be faster. It's just, it's just there or almost there, but it's great. So as you can see on this kind of video, the personal for every style, what we're talking about color, we're talking about rounded shape, we're talking about the way the interface has been enhanced. Now, as some of you guys know, if the user interface has been enhanced in colors and you choose it depending on how much the flavor you need, it's really impressive and it's really way more there because you get to see differentiation throughout the user interface and how much it works throughout that. It's really impressive. You have just to pay close attention. Now I'm gonna play the video so some of you guys can see it in more fluid way. Just see, when it comes to the calculator, it has different variety of colors and it's really more fluidy, it's really more enhanced. I really kind of like that. And another kind of stuff, the buttons right now, they're quite bigger. Why we have a bigger buttons? Well, bigger buttons enhance whereby a user where he or she touches a certain stance. It might be a button whereby he does the calculation and he want to get a certain figure throughout that calculation. But it might be getting a problem with how much the button size they are. Just beware as a developer, if you're developing Android apps, that creating a button using app which it's like a driving app whereby people want to just go to a certain place and there's just a button where it says pick a selection or pick a certain date or start driving or just get me here. A certain enhancement throughout buttons, they shape up throughout user interface. So we are seeing on Android 12 a new feature throughout buttons that they're bigger and they're more colorful, whereby they enhance every shaping throughout the user interface. Now you can see guys here like the demonstration how it works. It's really impressive. Now users customize the desktop in the physical and digital worlds with images. Now I'm quoting Google here because actually we're used to customize our Android. Especially we can toss in a different launcher. There are tons and tons of launcher. I won't discuss about them today, but there are tons and tons of Android launchers out there which they work perfectly well. And on these kind of launchers, they are really kind of impressive because they enhance throughout how much you want them to be when it comes to styling, when it comes to the layout, when it comes to different kind of icon feels you want it to be. So I'm quoting Google that this it might not be seems to be perfect because still Android we used to customize since way more back. Since I remember the custom Android days, we usually to massively customize, and I talked about it even in kind of a couple of days that these kind of features we're seeing today on Android that they've been upgraded. These features they are there on Cyanogen. If some of you guys know about custom ROMs, you know what I'm talking about. But for right now, we're seeing something new. It's like iPhone, they didn't, or iOS, they didn't have a floating window on media player, but right now they can get a floating window, which we had a floating window since Android 4.0. If you remember, throughout Ice Cream Sandwich or even Jelly Bean, we had it back in the days, way more back. It's just a matter of enhancement throughout these kind of features. Another kind of stuff that are personal and provide comfort and joy. We build upon this insight to generate unique material palettes. Now, I'll talk about something. Let me just open a new tab and say Android material color palette. We're going back to designers because some of you guys, you have just to understand that I'm a graphics designer too on this one. So I understand each kind of scheme when it comes to coloring. I understand each kind of scheme when it comes to a good design. Now, when it comes to this kind of tool which we're having here, we are having different types of color on this side. So if I select this type of color, it enhances throughout our screen. You can see we can change different screen. You can see this is item selected. You can go to this kind of cards. You can change any color you want, and you can see how much it enhances throughout the layout. It's really kind of great tool to use, and you can check it out throughout material.io, and it's really kind of great. So you get to see which colors they're perfect for your Android app, and I'm really kind of using this kind of tool throughout my Android projects and apps, and it's really kind of more enhancement. You can see here you can go to green, you can get to yellow, and it shows you the secondary colors and it shows you the primary colors, which it's really kind of legitimate. You can get to see how much the text they can be enhanced throughout different kind of scheme, and you just get the flavor of how much you want your text to be. So this is the primary. You can go to secondary. I can select this when it comes to secondary, or I can go with white, and you can see how much white it's just does its own thing there. It's really kind of impressive. So you get to see different types of color, and it can even give you the hash code color tag, which it's really impressive. So for some of you guys who out there, you're using Photoshop, you're using Adobe, or you're using any kind of hex software for coloring, you can just get your colors done here in a perfect and most vivid way. Now let's get back to our unveiling material. Now we're having a live and adaptive for every screen. I won't read everything for you here. I'll try to catch up with the great and amazing points, which they are the most kind of core things, so some of you guys can get to know. We remain with only like 12 minutes right now, so we have just to mash up things real quickly. I don't want to take a bunch of your times throughout this kind of live video. So let's play here and see a live adaptive for every screen. So as you can see on this kind of demonstration of the video, it shows us how much Android can be adapted throughout different variety of screen. It can be adapted throughout the watch, Android Wear, and we have seen throughout partnering with Samsung and even the Fitbit, which its Fitbit has been purchased by Google. And so I think it's really kind of great thing to see this kind of all of them together joining up and make something which is so awesome. So alive and adaptive for every screen. It's really kind of impressive. So your app or a certain task you're doing, it can be enhanced throughout multiple screens and give you the same flavor throughout how much you're using the app on the watch, or you're using the app on the phone, or you're using the app on the Chrome OS. That's what I'm trying to say. Because you might be saying apps they may be working on Windows. No, they might be working on Chrome OS, because as far as we know, Chrome OS is powered by Google. So let's go down here. It says, as technology has moved into different aspects of people's lives, apps have been challenged to adapt to the new screen sizes, device types, input modalities, and context. The ways in the which technology responds to this challenge will determine how it is perceived by people, which is really kind of impressive. So we're seeing how much technology has moved and into different aspects of people's life. We have seen right now how much technology has been used throughout greatness, throughout helping, throughout solving problem, throughout many things, which right now up to now we're using that kind of technology and enhanced throughout many different kind of perspective. Sorry guys for any kind of background noise, because mama, she's cooking there. She has to do her thing. So in addition to making it easy to adapt to different screen sizes and types, Material U uses motion to help understand space, convey brand, elicit trust. The UI reacts to screen changes, context changes, and input in a way that is consistent but also human. Little surprises and playful quickness augment basic storytelling, making technology approachable and comfort. I wish I wish Android 12 could not be this kind of update. Why? I wish Android 12 could be this kind of update throughout Android 10. We got to see few features in a couple of last few years, that Android has been going from Android 8.0 going always to Android 9, Android 10, Android 11. Few features, mostly they were targeting throughout security, and up to now, I think Android 12, it's like it was supposed to be getting these features way more back, because if Android 5.0 has lasted for quite longer, that means not lasted, but the whole scheme, I mean the theme, the material design has been staying from Android 5.0 up to today Android 11. So I think this idea or the concept was supposed to be launching on Android even 10, to be having this kind, and for right now we could just get more enhancement throughout that kind of Android, and Android 12 could be a bigger massive update throughout patches and many kind of more features. That's my perspective. Another kind of stuff, accessible for every need. So as we can see here, it's accessible for every need. We have seen some new kind of enhancement, some new kind of design. The clock has a new design, which it's really impressive. It's struck, the buttons are so vividly, you can see them in a great and amazing way, and they're so standing out. And I kind of like it the way the animation flows, and it's really fluidy. And Android or Google, they are promising that Android 12 is the most fluidy operating system, and I think, yeah, it might be. I used it on the beta preview. If you didn't check out that video, I'll leave a link down below so as you can go and check it out. But it was really kind of great thing and amazing throughout Android 12, because I tested the beta version, though there were bugs here and there, but still I got that kind of feel, I got that kind of touch, how much Google they're gonna keep up through it Android 12. And I think on the upcoming month, they're gonna announce the Google Pixel 6. So I think the Pixel 6 is gonna get the first thing first. I'm not saying that other Pixel won't get that Android, but I think it's gonna be the most smooth Android 12 working with the Google Pixel 6. Alongside, it's going to be much better and much fluidy. So accessible is core for Google mission. We could recognize that some people have ongoing accessibility needs and the others have situation needs that require UIs to adapt. Our ambition is to solve the universally for all people in all places. By sharing control of contrast, size, and line with a contextual tailor or a UI for every user. We got to see this video on my first time. I'm playing the video. It was on the intro. If you tuned in on the live video session, this was the first time playing on the live, and it was really kind of great. As I said, I'm living in Africa, so not we are. I am living in Africa, in Tanzania. So internet, it might be a little bit slow, a little bit problem, but we get to see this kind of video. It showcases how much it's really kind of fluid when it comes to the Android 12. And I'm really enjoying it. I'm really wowed up because I feel like it's been a journey. 12, those kind of features, those kind of key sets, they're really impressive. And I give it go. And yeah, it's a really kind of great thing. So I think we're almost done with our video. And you can see our ambitious vision for Material U is a multi-year journey that will evolve all of our Google products ecosystem. So you'll get the Android 12 if you're using the Google Pixel. Material U comes first to Google Pixel this fall. So this fall, I'm talking about September, October, November. It might be coming throughout and pixels, and I'm gonna share with you guys. But I'm gonna share each kind of step they're making throughout the beta updates, and I think it's gonna be a perfect thing to share all those kind of beta updates because a lot of you guys want to know what's happening, because beta version, the ones which they sometimes they keep the certain feature, they remove that feature and they replace with another feature. But on this kind of greatness throughout Android 12 or Material U alongside, it's gonna be a great mashup, to be honest, a great mashup which I'm just pumped. I'm just can't wait when it's fully stable, so as we can use it on our daily as how much it is. And another kind of stuff, as some of you, if you don't know, Google has partnered with Samsung for the One UI. Is it One UI? No. It's Tizen OS on the wearable. I want to share with you guys something. So I'm using an Android Wear Watch here. If you follow me on my Instagram or even on YouTube, I've talked about Android Wear, and it's my thing. It's my thing. I love Android Wear. I've been using LG Watch since back in the days. I used the Moto G or the Moto 360 watch. It was really kind of brilliant, and up to now I'm using the Tick watch, and I can't wait for that kind of Wear OS to be upcoming to see it and see how much it works. So that's what's up about this kind of live videos today, and I hope you have tuned in perfectly, getting your popcorns, you know what I mean, and enjoying this kind of great and amazing live stream of the day. And I'll leave a link down below for this kind of blog post which you have read, and if you want to catch up throughout any kind of session, you can click these links here. You can see there are links of workshop. You can click them and you can get to learn a lot of features, and you can even learn the developers keynote, which it was really kind of great. We get to see Android Studio with some new kind of features and new kind of enhancement throughout code. And as some of you guys know, Kotlin right now is the main kind of language throughout Android Studio, even Java alongside, but not that much Java. But Kotlin has been given a heads up so much by Google, and I think it's a great thing. And yeah, you can check out all the links will be here, so as some of you guys can see what's going on. So thank you guys for tuning in on this kind of live stream. I really appreciate if you are here up to now. I really appreciate that. And you're new here, consider subscribing to your homeboy here. I really appreciate that. I've been saying a lot of appreciate, and it's really nice. That's what's up. Catch you guys on the next one. As always, stay sharp and creative. Kudos guys. Peace.